Hi there, welcome to No Nonsense Whiskey. My name's VinPF, and on today's episode, we've got something amazing, in my own opinion, of course, and it's the fourth bottling that I have managed to do, which is pretty awesome. In the past, you'll have seen, if you keep up with my channel, I've had a Dalmore, an Aberfeldy, or the other way round, Dalmore, Aberfeldy, yep, and a McMira. All I thought were fantastic, but I've had sort of different opinions coming through all of them. And it's been a while, I've got a cask maturing over in Wales right now, and I started getting itchy fingers, and I was like, I've got to put something out, I think. So, yeah, I called my friends at the Glasgow distillery, Glasgow 1770. Now, obviously, whiskey friends are whiskey friends, but I would consider Seb to be a good friend of mine now. So we talk, and I rang him, and we've got this. It happened really quickly, I'll be honest, it happened really quickly. But yeah, hopefully you've been following along. I'm releasing this on the day that it went for general release, and if there's a couple of bottles left by then, hopefully you can get it. And I'll say that now before I get into my kind of content on this. Check out the links in the description below. The way I did it was patrons first. I know that sucks for everybody else, but patrons have been literally the lifeblood of my channel for the last 8 years, or whenever I started Patreon, probably 6 years. And the guys who support on there, guys and girls obviously, who support me on there, they help me out. Truth be told, they help me out more than YouTube advertising revenue or merch or anything like that. So what comes through from them, genuinely, I don't think I would be able to do this channel without them, is the truth. So yeah, they got first dibs on this. They've been able to get it all week, and those who have taken it upon them, hopefully they've even got their bottles delivered by now, and you might have been seeing things online about it. But yeah, I'm going to try and be doing more of these in the future. So if you are interested, 100% the best way of supporting me on a monthly basis and also getting first dibs on bottles like this is to be a patron. And I don't differentiate between the grades. So if you want to join from the minimum, then that's fine. Please do. I would absolutely love to have you there, because you get access to my videos a day early, always, unless I can't record early enough. But usually, I'd say more often than not. And then after that, I gave access to my Discord server, which is my little community away from mainstream social media. I don't really like Facebook. I do Instagram. I don't like Twitter. So I don't have any communities on there anymore, or any groups. So Discord is the way forward for me. And I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, and I apologise for that, but it is my cup of tea. It's something that I can keep on. Crucially, I have control of it, and that's the big thing. I can control who comes in, who goes out. I don't have Facebook, Meta, whatever, breathing down my neck every 5 seconds for whatever. So Discord is my server of choice. They got second dibs on this, and quite successfully, I think. Actually, people have been interested in that. And again, I've not differentiated between different tiers or whatever. It got a release date, and I went with that, and whatever happened after that happened. So yeah, secondly, if you don't want to support me on Patreon or whatever, or can't, fine, please do consider joining the Discord server, because it's an absolutely fantastic place to be. Great bunch of people there. We talk about literally everything, and I'm quite dynamic with it as well. So if conversation starts flowing about one subject, I'll make a channel for it. If conversation on a subject dies, I'll move that somewhere else so that it doesn't clutter it up. There's rewards on there, there's competitions, there's news, whatever, and if you want such a thing, it's the best place to get access to me as well, because I'm literally on there all day, every day. Okay. Thirdly, then, there was a general release. Whatever was left at the end of that, it went out, and that's where we were. So, what we've got here then, my fourth release, very proudly, the Glasgow 1770. Now, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Glasgow Distillery. They do fantastic stuff. My absolute favourite of theirs is the Peated, which is a virgin oak aged PX finished whiskey. They then did that was my whiskey 2020. They then did a cask strength version of that last year, 2023. That was my whiskey of the year then, although I would say somewhat unofficially, because I didn't really do a post about that time. But Yeah, phenomenal whiskey, absolutely phenomenal whiskey. So, when I called Seb and said, look, I know we talked about this a few years ago, it didn't really work for us back then. I'm thinking about doing this. We chatted for a bit, and Seb was like, hang on, you really enjoyed the Peated PX, right? I said, yes, of course. And they had this basically ready to go, essentially. You know, they'd been sampling it, and as with things, you know, when clever people are looking after casks, they sample them a lot, and when they're ready, despite, even if they don't know what they're going to do with it, they bottle it, because they're like, this is ready. You know, it might improve, it might not, whatever, but it's ready. They bottle it. So months before I even called, this was in bottles, which is fantastic. I love that. And they weren't really sure what they were going to do with it. So, but yeah, they offered it to me. There are 80 bottles of it, so it was a split cask. Details. Right, here we have, it's a peated spirit, 50 ppm, which I, you know, presume is pre-still. So we're talking heavy peat, 5 years old. It's actually 5 years and 10 months, but it had an initial aging period of 4 years and a bit in virgin casks, virgin oak casks, and then it had a 1 year and a bit finishing period in a single cask PX, and this one's a specific Jimenez Spinola PX cask. So, I mean, this, and it's 60.1% and 59 quid as well. So we worked really hard to bring the price down. This is a bit odd because I don't normally review my own whiskies, but this isn't really a review. I'm not really going to do tasting notes for you. I will do a little bit, but obviously there's tasting notes on here, which I had a hand in, so you can just read the label basically. 80 bottles of it, so very limited. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people will be able to get it, but so far, at time of recording, very positive. It's been in the pot still and the bon accord all weekend, so let's get onto it then. Natural coloured, non-chill filtered, dark, love it. Okay, let's go on to the nose. Oh, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, again, tasting notes are on the label, but for me, this is like, it's smoky barbecue. It's, you know, literally grilling meat, but like, I'm talking proper barbecue where you get the rubs on there. So you've got all kinds of, you know, paprika, sugar, mustard, so much oak, it's unreal. And obviously that the peat smoke mingles together. It's not very medicinal, so it's very much on that kind of like bonfire barbecue spectrum. If you're not a peat fan, this isn't going to persuade you at all. It's huge. Stunning. I mean, I was in love with this right from the start. You can see here, look, I mean, I've got, that's the sample that was sent to me, which I teased on a live stream recently. That's the sample that was sent to me, and I didn't need to try anything else. I was like, yep, I'll take it. Let's do it. Let's try on the palate. Cheers. So obviously it's a monster. It's 60.1%. You guys do what you want with it. If you're tasting along with this, you guys do what you want with it. But for me, it sings at cask strength. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't even added water to it, not once, because for me, that's where I want it. You know, I would love to hear from you guys what you think, how much you've brought it down to, where you think it sings. But for me, that's already perfect. It's got everything I love about the peated PX vibe. Apparently it's like literally the pinnacle of my favourite kind of whiskey, because it's just so nice. It's got everything. It's got the smoke, it's got the peat, it's got the juicy fruits. I'm not talking like dried fruits really here. This is like vibrant, juicy fruits, figs, dates, mingled in with that beautiful peatiness. Mwah! Stunning. And all wrapped up 59 quid, which again, we worked really hard for. So yeah, basically that's my video on it. Not really a review, just me trying to tell everybody that I've done this thing. I don't think it'll be around very long. I think it's in the pot still on the bon accord. If you're in Glasgow, you might be able to still get it if you're lucky. Hopefully everyone who gets this bottle is going to open it and maybe share it or whatever. I certainly will. I'll be taking it to my local clubs and everything. Try my hardest not to drink too much of it myself. But I am very excited about it, and hopefully you guys are too. If you bought a bottle and you've been drinking along with this, please, please, please let me know in the comments below what you think. Brutal honesty. I love it, obviously, but that doesn't mean you have to. So I want to know what you think. chuck your reviews down there, and a massive one as well would really help me when it finally makes its way onto Whisky Base, which it should do. Please do go on there and give it a score, because that really helps me make more of these in the future, especially with this kind of vibe. So yeah, please do. And you know, all that normal stuff, like, comment, blah blah blah. Continue supporting the channel basically. But yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who picked this up, everyone who's enjoying it. Please do open it. This isn't one that should be, you know, kept or savoured or whatever. You know, proof in previous bottlings, a couple of them made them to auction. They didn't work. In fact, they were sold for less than RRP. So the person who put them on there made a loss probably. So yeah, the intention is fully open and enjoy, because that's what Glasgow want. That's what I want. But obviously you're free to do whatever you want with it. You pay for it. It's your whiskey. It's not mine anymore. It's yours. But yeah, enough enthusiastic stuff. Hopefully you love it. I love it. Please do let me know. And I'll see you again on more videos coming soon. Cheers.